For me, losing just is the worst feeling in life at anything, whether it's cars, golf, basketball, whatever it is.
I hate losing. I mean, it's not even a question. But I have to respect losing because losing is a part of winning.
Yeah.
You never just, win. You got to lose to win. Losing is going to hurt.
Absolutely.
To a point where you would look at, how can I do things different? How can I change? How can I make this team better? And that's the thing about a team, and you know this too, is that before you can look at someone else, you got to look at yourself in the mirror because that's how things get started. And you got to be willing to change.
You are without question one of the most gifted players I've ever seen. What makes you different from other people?
Once again, it falls back to my parents in terms of how I approach the situation. I never feel that I'm at my best. I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved. Even though it's been very successful for me, I still feel I have a lot to prove, not just as a player, but as a person, as a father, to some extent as a role model in all aspects. So I'm never really too complacent with myself or with what I've achieved. When I get to a point where I feel I can improve as a player, I walk away from the game. I still feel that I have a plateau that I hadn't reached yet in terms of my skills or my expectations of myself. I'm always going to expect myself to do certain things or surpass certain things. As long as I believe that, then my road to success is going to continue to expand.
Maybe I led you to believe it was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made you think my highlights started at the free throw line and not in the gym. Maybe I made you think that every shot I took was a game winner.
Success for me is being happy in your home and with your wife and your kids or your partner, whoever you've got, being happy with those people. That's success to me.
Before I used to take everything and think, I want this, I want that. I was never happy with what I got. It's human nature, we always want more. And no matter what it is, no matter how much you've got of something, then you're always searching for more things. And now it's like, I don't care if I lose everything. I don't care what happens. Nothing really is ours anyway in life. The only thing we truly own in this life is moments in time. And this is a moment in time for me that will never be erased. And no matter what happens, this is always going to be my time. This will be my moment in time because I lived here and I was a part of this. Everything else, this bag, this watch, these clothes, they'll all go. What does it really matter? Body will go, this is a shell. But what's inside, hope to God, lives on forever.
I just do more than I've ever done. I sacrifice more today than I did when I was absolutely starting off with nothing, from the bottom. And I don't know even how that's possible. I'm tighter today, now I've made it, than I ever was coming up. I'm more stricter, more dedicated, train more, smarter, train smarter. Before it was like, it's this dream job to be heavyweight champion of the world and all that comes with it. But when you get there to the top, you find out that the real only thing that matters is your training, is your boxing, is your fights, and all the other that comes along with it. The fame, the glory, the credit, the articles, the money, whatever you can buy with the money. It's all short-lived crap. Because at the end of the day, you're only as good as your last tenner. And that's all she wrote.
Life is precious and it's beautiful just to wake up in the morning. Before I used to take it all for granted. I didn't care. I didn't care about nothing. I didn't care about family, friends, relatives, achievements. I didn't care about all. But now, after going to hell and back, I appreciate fresh air and a glass of water. You never know what you've really got until it's gone. But I've had the opportunity to be shot down and come back. I think life's too short for regrets. We live, we learn, we get on with our lives. I never regret wish I didn't eat that or wish I didn't say that. I think it's all unimportant stuff. what we did yesterday is history. It's not really important. It's about living for today, not even for tomorrow. Living for today and being thankful for what we have now, not for what we want, what we might think we want. I used to worry about a lot of stuff in my life, worry about what people think, worry about making people happy, worrying about X, Y, and Z. Now I don't. I worry about being happy now and being happy today and tomorrow. So that's how we're not promised tomorrow. So I live today because I know that I am not guaranteed to wake up in the morning. So I'm just going to be happy for now. And that's how I live. One day at a time. If I go to bed sad tonight, I think to myself, you know what? Tomorrow's going to be a brand new day. I'm going to wake up happy.
Early to bed, early to rise. Just remember, you can't climb that ladder of success with your hands in your pockets. I always tell people that you can call me anything that you want. You can call me Arnold, you can call me Schwarzenegger, you can call me the Austrian Oak, you can call me Schwarzi, you can call me Arnie, but don't ever call me a self-made man. I didn't make it that far on my own. I mean, to accept that credit or that medal would discount every single person that has helped me to get here today. Listen, when I came to the United States, I remember that I trained 5 hours a day, every day, and I was managing a construction business and I was a bricklayer. And I went to college also. And I took acting classes from 8 o'clock at night to 12 o'clock midnight. All of that in one day. Every day I did that. I did not worry about it. I knew that I had 24 hours and I didn't want to waste one single hour. The bottom line is, if I would have listened to the naysayers, my career would have ended when I was 15 years old. I would be still yodeling in Austria, in the Alps. And the reason why I'm here today and talking to you is because I did not listen to you can't, or it's impossible, or no. So I just recommend you very strongly, ignore the naysayers. So shoot for the top, shoot for the sky. Work like hell. Trust yourself. Break some rules. Don't be afraid to fail. That's what life is all about, is overcoming obstacles.
It is impossible to be a maverick or a true original if you're too well behaved and don't want to break the rules. You have to think outside the box. That's what I believe. After all, what is the point of being on this earth if all you want to do is be liked by everyone and avoid trouble?
That out of the 24 hours of the day, that I don't waste one single hour.
Anything I've ever attempted, I was always willing to fail.
I was poor because I didn't have anything, but I was rich because I had a dream.
Anything and everything can be done if you can visualize it and if you believe in yourself. No matter how successful you are, life will throw obstacles in your path. But if you have a very clear vision of exactly what you want to do and who do you want to be, you can go and find a way around all of these obstacles.
If you think that you're going to go and accomplish something really special and be the best in anything in the world, and you think you can do it without working, you make a big mistake.
Where I got hurt, where I was in pain, in agony, and had to do it over and over again. I did not care if I was bleeding on my knees because I know that pain is temporary. Always discover your vision, and the rest will follow.
Training your muscles and aching, and just think go on and go on and go on. And that divides them, one from a champion and one from not being a champion. If you can't go through this pain barrier, you make it to be a champion. If you can't go through, forget it. And that's what most people lack, is on this having the guts to go in and just say, I go through and I don't care what happens.
If you only remember one thing today, it is you must have a very clear vision. You must develop that very clear vision. Ask yourself, who do you want to be? Not what.
but who. You see, a disaster can change what you are. It can steal jobs and force you inside. But it is who you are that rises in the face of adversity. What stands in the way becomes the way.